Go back! I want to be
Freljord!
Welcome to episode 11 of 101 Udyr builds. Today's build is rightfully called Freljord Warlord Udyr. The combination of our items and runes allows us to lead the charge against the enemy, catch them and enable our team to follow up. Without further ado, let's get into the items. Our first item is gonna be Imperial Mandate. After all, we can't go to war without a banner. Aside from that, its stats go well with Udyr and it comes at a cheap price. Our focus, however, lies in the passive effect Coordinated Fire. Abilities that slow or immobilize enemy champions deal bonus magic damage and mark them for 4 seconds. Allies can consume the mark by attacking, dealing bonus damage and granting you and the ally bonus movement speed. Naturally, the item will trigger upon enemies being stunned by our bear stance. Our team following up and triggering the mark will then grant us bonus movement speed and enable us to chase and stick to the target. However, this wouldn't be an Udyr build if we didn't take it a step further. For our second item, we go Rylai's Crystal Scepter. Aside from piling on more ability power for our stat checking man-bear, its effect applies slow to all of our abilities, which in turn make them trigger Imperial Mandate. Now that 3 of our stances can use Imperial Mandate, we are sure to squeeze out all of its possible bonus damage. The third item is a bit tricky. Magi Soul Stealer. You will want to buy Dark Seal early in the game to begin stacking as soon as possible. If you got a decent amount of stacks after finishing Crystal Scepter, build your Dark Seal into Magi's. Otherwise, sit on Dark Seal and build other items first. In the best case scenario, we can push our Magi's to at least 10 stacks for the movement speed passive. That and its potential ability power allow us to snowball early and quickly close out the game. Now, if you've been paying attention, you might have realized a trend with the items we build. They are all incredibly cheap. 2500, 2600 and 1600 gold. This is also part of the strategy to get ahead early and bum rush the enemy before they get a chance to come back. In their hubris, Riot has carelessly balanced Imperial Mandate around being built by supports, so its mythic passive gives 15 ability power per item, since supports won't get a lot of those. In comparison, Everfrost gives 10 ability power per item, because other roles can stack it a lot faster. Knowing that, we combine our fast gold gain with the cheap items we build to stack a bunch of ability power, although we rush the support item. Goddamn genius. On to the runes. For our keystone, we take Predator. As a proud Freljordian, it is our honor and duty to charge headfirst into battle. Once Predator has brought us into the fight, Imperial Mandate's mobility will take over. Next up is Cheap Shot. It deals bonus damage to movement impaired enemies every 4 seconds. With the help of Rylai's Slow, we will be able to spam that damage on cooldown. Our third domination rune is Eyeball Collection. For every takedown it permanently gives bonus stats, which rewards our aggressive playstyle. And lastly, Ingenious Hunter to reduce the cooldown of Predator and Imperial Mandate. Our secondary rune page consists of Demolish and Unflinching. Demolish will help us siege the enemy's defenses and rack up some extra cash after a successful gank or fight. Unflinching gives us some baseline tenacity so we can charge in and stick to the opponent without much trouble. To illustrate the playstyle segment of the build, I've invited a guest who has studied Freljordian war strategy and made great strides in his field. Professor Olaf, if you please.
Finally! Faster to battle! Obliteration! To plunder! Leave nothing behind!
Truly one of the great minds of our time. And there you have it. This is how you wage war against the enemy in true Freljord fashion. Now go out there and lead the charge to the enemy. Your team needs a Freljord Warlord.